Hey guys, Supersonic123 aka John here. Welcome to episode number 15 of the Milan career mode. We started this episode by simulating another game, this time our home game against Empoli, struggling in the league right now, the Italian side. Again, same reason as in the last episode I decided to sim this game because I didn't want it to be two rubbish games, but three games that would make it too long. Because we do face Roma in this episode, second, and before that we do also face an away game against also struggling Crotone. Anyway, we enter the month of May in this episode, which means we get our youth squad monthly report, as these are the players in our youth squad. See how our youngsters are getting on. I released that guy. I'm not sure what else I do with this squad. Davide Costa, I think I release. I should, given his rating is so low. I don't think I don't. Valerio Rizzo, I definitely release. And Simone Mariani, 80 to 94 potential. For that reason, I decided to offer him a contract. Even if he's only 58 overall, I could loan him out until he's a high enough overall to be playing with the team. So we offer Simone Mariani a contract. And we still have Valerio Mancini in our team. 85 to 94 potential, 63 overall at 15 years old. He's going to be an absolute monster. But we can't update him to the first team yet or promote him. And we also get our scattering reports from Greece and Italy, as we do look at these new players in our academy. I do sign a couple of those guys, and these are the guys in our youth squad mission in Italy, as we reject quite a number of these actually. And Daniele Costa definitely, and also Antonio Costa, so it wasn't the best month that we got off our Italian scout there. And also, Mbini Yang was returned from injury. He doesn't face in this Crotone game. I put him on the bench because he was still lacking a little bit in fitness, so I decided to bench him. I didn't decide to start him straight away, like throw him back into the first team. But he does start. I can tell you that he does start the Roma game. That much I can guarantee you. Okay. Anyway, for the second game of this episode, we take on struggling Crotone away from home in the Serie A. As you see there, they have the weakest attack in the Serie A, whereas they have the best defense. So that'll make for interesting reading. This is the Crotone lineup again. Not many players I bet you'd recognise, given that they're, I think, bottom of the table right now in game. I'm not sure about how they're doing in real life, obviously, but I know in game they're bottom of the league. I think if I remember correctly from checking this before the episode started, and this was the lineup we put out, a standard first team, as you might imagine. And if I look like I don't know what's going on, it's because I'm googling where Crotone are in the league. But anyway, they would get the game underway here with a shot that would go over the bar, as Gianluigi Donnarumma not really troubled by it, wasn't the best shot, and in half time it would be Crotone 0, Milan 0. And Carlos Bacco would have a shot saved by Creduze, as I can tell you, Crotone are second bottom in the Serie A right now with 9 points in real life. And as you come up, Bonaventura set through here, and he finishes into the bottom corner as well to make a Crotone 0, Milan 1. We struggled away from home against the struggling side, newly promoted side, I would imagine, from Serie B, but he's fed by the midfielder Locatelli as he takes the ball in his stride and finesses it past Creduze, the Crotone goalkeeper. The defence isn't doing a very good job of tracking him, as he just slots it past the keeper there. Effortless from Bonaventura, but it was rather late in the game. We were struggling a little bit to find our winning touch, but that was an example of our champions mentality there. Wasn't the best performance, but we managed to take the lead, and at least we'll see if we can hold on and get a result out of this. Bertolacci here would slide in Suso, who would finish up with the left foot. It would be saved by Cadiz again, and it would go out for a corner eventually. From the corner here, it'd be swung in by Pellegrini in towards centre. Niang would head it. He would head it again. It would be saved by the Crotone goalkeeper once again, as he was taken off the bench, obviously. And the shot there from the Crotone man saved by Donnarumma as well. It would finish Crotone 0, Milan 1, as we pick up another 3 points in the league. And as you see there, so Suso got a short injury for a couple of days. He wasn't quite fit enough to play against Roma because he was a bit tired, but regardless. Anyway, this is the monthly scouting report as we enter the month of May. Let's see how the players are getting on. Pino very close to being 80 overall, and some of the players are going fairly nicely as well, as you see here. I'm just pointing to Habti Mastor, who's out on loan in Holland. He's only grown one rating in the whole season, and he's supposedly one of the best young players in the world. Well, maybe not anymore, but they definitely thought that 3 or 4 years ago about him. Anyway, there's some player training here as well for the two men, Pino and Calabria. And we'll see here that Simone Mariani accepts the professional contract we gave him, and this is what he looks like. 58 overall, 16 years old. He's not going to be playing in the first team for quite a while. We're going to end up loaning him out to start next season, I think. Actually, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. Low, high work rates, which I'm not a fan of at all. But he can play at centre mid, so if he is if he is low high work rates, I think I will play him in midfield or even at CDM most of the time. With work rates like that, he'll be a power horse in the engine room as opposed to an attacking midfielder, which isn't really cut out for him with those work rates. Anyway, we offer him by Niang an improved deal as he asks for a pay rise, and we see our player training here for Pino and a young goalkeeper Kiriakou. As that brings to an end the post-completed section of this episode, guys. The rest of it's going to be live, so I hope you enjoy it. So, guys, now we face Roma in the Serie A at the San Siro at home. It's very tight at the top, less tight than it was actually. We're now 4 points clear of Napoli in second, and 5 points clear of Roma in third, with 4 games remaining. But if we lose to Roma here, and that's the crucial bit, they'll be 2 points behind us with 3 games to go. Which will blow the title race wide open. Whereas if we win, we will be 4 points ahead at minimum. Sorry, I can't speak right now. With 3 games to go, that's a big difference, you know. And not to mention that it could be 1 point that we're ahead of Napoli, hypothetically, if we lose as well. So if we win here, we're more than likely going to win the league, I think. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but it's certainly suggested that we might do that. Anyway, we'll get into this game then. Obviously our last game against Roma, we lost 2-1, unfortunately, at the Stadio Olimpico. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put Niang back into the side. I forgot to put him back into the default starting 11, so we'll do that now. I'll take out Locatelli, bring in Niang like that. I'll take out Bertolacci, bring in... No, I think I'll take out Sousa, actually. I'll bring in Locatelli. And I'll also bring off Sousa. I'll start David Pino. He'll be useful for skills, because Sousa's a bit tired. So I'll start David Pino instead. I think that makes sense. Anyway, we'll get into this game now. Hopefully, exit it with 3 points. And that will put us in a great position to win the league. Also, it's worth mentioning that now there are really only 3 competitors in the league, as I just saw there. Inter, with a game more played, are a good few points behind us at this stage. So I think it was 7 points or so. So that means that realistically, us, Roma, and Napoli are the only real competitors left. And if we beat Roma here, they'll be almost out of it, in a way. Here's Mohamed Salah. Goes past Romagnoli. Salah could be in here. Salah with the shot. Excellent save by Donnarumma. Stretches out the arm there and beats the shot away from Mohamed Salah. As the former Chelsea man is very nearly through there. Goes round the defence. Perez. Saved by Donnarumma. He stretches again. Roma have had a couple of chances. We're on the back foot here, no doubt about it. And that was a very good header. I didn't quite see who the header was from. Saved by Donnarumma again and out for another corner. Nainggolan. With the shot, Donnarumma with the save. Roma are looking a serious threat right now. They're definitely looking the more likely to score. Antonelli wins it back. It's Carlos Bacca here with the shot. Excellent goal. Carlos Bacca makes it Milan 1, Roma 0 with an absolute screamer. That is going to be a contender for goal of the season and is also more than likely going to be a very, very crucial goal in the title race. First time shot right in the top corner. Looking for a moment of magic like that, I was. And the Carlos the Conquistador has provided it. No chance for Wojciech Szczesny there. So it is half time, and we still are 1-0 up here against Roma. Very much against the Roma play that we took the lead. Our only shot in the entire game. Roma have had a couple, and they've had a couple of very, very good opportunities as well. We're very, very fortunate to be in the lead, but we'll try and keep it going. Puts it out wide for El Shaarawy with the shot. El Shaarawy with a fantastic goal on the volley. He apologises for the goal because he's gone away to the ground of his former team, his first ever team in his career, as far as I'm aware. El Shaarawy with a fantastic goal there, and the former Milan man does himself proud against his former team here. No chance for Donnarumma. Been set back, it's 1-1. We'll have to try and find a winner now. Into injury time now. Can Roma get a winner? It's El Shaarawy. Romagnoli's getting back. It's El Shaarawy, cuts inside. Rugani gets it, but he spills it, and Paredes has finished into the back of the net to make it Milan 1, Roma 2. This is bad news, definitely. We had the opportunity there to clear it. Rugani couldn't clear it. Paredes picks up the loose ball, fires into the back of the net. It's Milan 1, Roma 2 in injury time, and we're looking at possibly losing this crucial game. And that's full time. Milan 1, Roma 2. I am kicking myself for that last chance. Normally, we're good at these big game situations. You saw that in the last two episodes against Juventus and then Inter. We failed to do the same here. I thought I was going to when back put us 1-0 up on the stroke of half time against them on a play, but goals from El Shaarawy and Paredes in the last 20 minutes of the game prevent us from doing that. I mean, that Milan escaped the San Siro with all 3 points, and that has blown the title race wide open ahead of the last 3 games of the season. But in the end, Roma were full value for the victory. Our only shot on target was Bacca's goal. We only had one other shot in the whole game, whereas Roma had quite a few of them. It was a poor performance overall, but I think it's still kind of a choke that we couldn't win. So that's what that result has done to the league table. It's mad. 3 teams within 2 points of each other now. Roma haven't climbed above third, surprisingly enough, even following that victory, because Napoli also won, meaning we're on 75 points, Napoli are on 74, and Roma 73. It's closer than you could possibly ever imagine. So the next 3 games are really going to define the season. And that's not really an exaggeration at all. Our next 3 games, which you'll see in the next episode, all of them, I would hope, are against Atalanta, Bologna, and Cagliari. And those three teams aren't doing the best as far as I'm aware. Atalanta currently in 14th, Bologna 15th, and Cagliari 9th. So 3 mid-table teams, lower mid-table teams. I'm not sure if Napoli or Roma are playing. I'll not concern myself with that until the final game of the season. I don't have any other big games like this to the end of the season, but it's just mad to think how tight it is up there. And it's very likely that Milan, Napoli, Roma is going to be the 3 Champions League teams as well, as it is 3 in Italy. So you see here, Niang has accepted the pay rise, the contract extension we've given him, which is good because he is one of our star players. And now we're player training here, which is more or less the last thing we're going to do in this episode. So I hope you did enjoy the episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you for the next Milan episode. Both players going up. Pino's finally hit 70 overall, and Kyriakou, our Greek goalkeeper, has got to 64. So I think I will take him off the loan list, and he'll be one of our backup goalkeepers. And just finish off the episode, we'll advance forward to the Monday when we play Atalanta and see how the other 2 teams have gotten on. Okay, we've been pushed out of first place by Roma, who have presumably won. They would have won, yes, to go 76 points ahead of us, having played a game more. And Napoli haven't played yet. So when we play Atalanta, it really is a very crucial game because we could climb back above Roma and go 2 points ahead of them. I'm not sure about Napoli. They might slip up, they might not. Either way, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you for the next one very soon.